champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. As it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first NFL carry for Saquon Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
76, 76. 380.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Bortles to throw on second down. And incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target. And now it's third down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From midfield, here's Bortles. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Saquon Barkley deep to return. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants making their way out, and at this point you would have to think that all mentions of last year maybe erased from team history, or at least that's what they want. Clearly, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, the talent on this team, too good for another 3-13 finish, right?
And I think that was reflected in their draft in 2018. Because if it was an all-out rebuild, they would have drafted a quarterback at number 2. Instead, they drafted Saquon Barkley. So that signals to me they want to get back to running the football and trying to punish people on offense and take the pressure off of Eli Manning. And on the defensive side of the ball, they obviously have to get better. But believe it or not, you know who can really help them there? Their head coach, Pat Shurmur. Comes from a defensive family, understands how valuable it is, and loves the toughness and the identity that a good defense can provide.
Hey, gun. 48, regular.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Zebra. Set. The blue 80. Set.
Throwing is Manning on third down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taking what the defense will give him.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Zebra.
Manning to throw on second down. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Zebra.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Zebra.
Shotgun now for Manning. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Bortles leads the Jags up first and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. On the stop that time, it's William Gay.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This one complete to Niles Paul. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Let's go.
Bortles on a give to Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be second and 12.
Let's go.
shotgun now for Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. This is brought in at the 21. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
A handoff to Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Manning. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Sometimes I think even Eli falls into the trap of thinking that Beckham can catch anything. Here it's a throw that he'll wish he could have back because even OBJ wasn't going to be able to get his hands on that one.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Moncrief brings it in. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's second down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go. Check. 380.
On second down, here's Bortles. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set. 280.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Hey, gun. Set. Yeah, blue 80. Zebra.
Back near the goal line. Here's Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Manning on the bootleg. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jags heading out on offense. Last year we said, Charles, one of these years it has to come together for the Jaguars, doesn't it? Well, guess what? It certainly did. They won double-digit games for the first time in 10 seasons, and they picked up 2 more wins in the playoffs before falling in that tough one to New England.
And they decided that on offense, they were going to be a team that knocked you off the ball and ran it. That's why they drafted Leonard Fournette out of LSU, and he gave them some toughness and an identity. Quarterback Blake Bortles, often criticized, but elevated his play in the playoffs, both with his legs and his arm. But the defense, that's where the big transition happened. Yannick Ngakoue coming off the edge. Calais Campbell, maybe the best player in the defensive line in the league last season. But Jalen Ramsey out at corner, he gives them their swagger, he gives them their look, and he gives them great play on the edge.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Here we go. 372.
Bortles now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. There's the first NFL catch for DJ Shark. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. Incomplete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Bortles to throw once more. That's complete right around the 8. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Here we go.
Here's Bohannon, the fullback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Let's go. Green 80.
Now Bortles maybe with a free play. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Green 80.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Bortles. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown as a Jacksonville Jaguar. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malik Jackson in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra.
Manning to throw on second down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Hey, gun.
Manning gonna throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh. Hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some dings at LSU that kept him out of a few games. I thought that was a breakthrough for Leonard Fournette.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. 73.
Now a handoff working right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Fournette. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Zebra. Hey, gun.
Working from the gun, Manning. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running left, it's Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Bortles to throw on second down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Let's go, let's go.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. It's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On second down, here's Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
Zebra, zebra. Set. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra.
Shotgun now for Manning. Looking for Shepard deep. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a big 32-yard play on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Manning to throw on second down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Calais Campbell on the stop. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Hey, gun. Zebra. Hey, go.
Throwing is Manning on third down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Set. Blue 80. Zebra. Hey, gun.
Now Manning, gotta have this one. It's caught, Shepard. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Manning now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Zebra.
Back to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Look at this, a tight end carry. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Now a handoff here to Bohannon, the fullback. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, So special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football.
Thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet them a buy it, now lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and I'm way up and made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim, in my denim. Just trying to.